Childhood friends of Diddy have now opened up about what he was like growing up in the new documentary premiering today, January 14th, called Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. The documentary dives into Sean Diddy Combs' early life and includes exclusive interviews with those who knew him best, that have grown up with him, and reveal key details that have shaped him to the person we now know him as. From allegations of a victim being by a TV remote control to people revealing what he was like as a kid in school and how they believe his mom took some part in the person he is today, given his upbringing. We've got to get into all of this, so let's dive right in. Diddy, who is 55, is facing over 25 lawsuits, including allegations of sexual misconduct, trafficking, transportation to prostitution, and racketeering charges. Since Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit in November of 2023, dozens of men and women have stepped forward with allegations of SA as well. Diddy has been locked up in Brooklyn since September of 2024 after being charged with all these disgusting charges, and he is pleading not guilty. Diddy's defense team is awaiting a trial scheduled for May of this year, in just a couple of months, but in the meantime, several documentaries about Diddy have already been released, and there's one that's going to be released today. On January 14th, today, Peacock will drop their documentary on Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. The documentary includes interviews with Tim Patterson, a childhood friend of Diddy, a former bodyguard, a former makeup artist, and several friends and associates from different periods of Diddy's life. The producer Ari Mark was also able to secure Al B. Sure, who is speaking out for the first time. For those who don't know, he was in a relationship with Kim Porter prior to her relationship with Diddy. And while Kim's official cause of death was listed as pneumonia, Al B claims that Kim was actually unalived and suspects that Diddy may have been involved. Media Takeout reported, according to Al B Sure, he has been relentlessly pushing for years to get authorities to investigate the cover-up of his ex's alleged murder by her so-called close friends and confidants. Kimberlina did not expire with lumbar pneumonia. Those who truly cared for her and the public demand the truth and justice for Kim Porter, he told the interviewer. According to Al B, he continues, I will continue to respectfully pay homage to my son's mother and her legacy by opening a multi-agency investigation into her untimely death and restore her wonderful name. US Weekly and many other media outlets reported on Tim Patterson and many others who made an appearance in the Peacock documentary. Tim Patterson grew up alongside Diddy in Mount Vernon, New York, and he highlighted a distinction between the Sean Diddy Combs of his youth and the persona that evolved into Puffy, Brother Love, and other monikers. He said, I know Sean, not Diddy, not Daddy Love. I don't know those people. I don't know them. I swear I don't know them. I never met those people. I have to tell people about what they don't know about his childhood. Ron Lawrence, who is the rapper's classmate at Howard University, said that Diddy always knew he wanted to work in the music business, even at a young age. He dropped out of college after his second year. Ron said, he would tell you that I'm gonna be the biggest record producer in the world. He already knew what he wanted at Howard University. But of course, as we saw his downfall unfold right in front of our eyes this last year, Diddy's legacy took a significant hit following his September 2024 arrest on all those charges. What's crazy is that in 1999, Diddy had even predicted his eventual arrest in an interview that he did with Entertainment Tonight. Check this out.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it, and it ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers, people from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on, you know, it's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together.
Let me know if you guys are going to be watching this documentary. It is most likely going to be out a couple hours after this video is up, but several media outlets have now reported on one accuser tearfully recounting an alleged by Diddy with a remote control, you guys. Now, I do have to preface a trigger warning because these are very chilling and gruesome details. A woman who accused Sean Diddy Combs of raping her with a remote control tearfully recounted the alleged incident in Peacock's new documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. In the film, the accuser, identified only by her first name, Ashley, sat down with her attorney to discuss the alleged 2018 assault. Ashley, who sued Combs in October 2024, claimed the alleged rape completely altered the trajectory of her life. I've become incredibly reclusive, she told filmmakers through tears per People. I don't trust anyone. In her October filing, Ashley claimed Combs gang raped her as revenge for suggesting he had something to do with the murder of rapper Tupac. The accuser claimed she met one of Combs' friends at a bar in early 2018 and they got to talk about the music mogul who she was not impressed by. The friend allegedly FaceTimed Combs and shared her opinions on Tupac's 1996 death, which he said she would pay for, per the filing. In the new documentary, Ashley, whose face was covered, and her attorney claimed that the pal was actually a scouter for Diddy. 1 month after meeting the man, he allegedly invited Ashley to his home, which was actually a setup, she claimed in the lawsuit. She claimed Diddy showed up to the apartment with a few other people, including his chief of staff, Christina Coram. Ashley alleged that Combs pressed a knife against her face and threatened to give her a glass glow smile, a large cut from the corners of the mouth, for her comments about Tupac. He then allegedly took off her clothes, doused her in a drug-laced liquid substance, and raped her with a TV remote. The I'll Be Missing You rapper and 2 other men then allegedly raped her anally before she was vaginally by a 4th man, according to the suit. Christina Coram also allegedly threatened Ashley, suggesting they could ship her anywhere in the world without an issue. Christina previously denied the allegations. On Monday, Combs' attorneys once again called Ashley's claims fabricated after vehemently denying the accusations when they were first levied against the musician. This documentary recycles and perpetuates the same lies and conspiracy theories that have been slung against Mr. Combs for months, his legal team wrote in a statement. In the documentary, it was also made known by Diddy's longtime friend Tim Patterson that when Diddy was a toddler, his father, Melvin Combs, was shot dead while sitting in his car in New York City. Sean had to learn about his dad through other fellas that came up during that time. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, however, Melvin's death wasn't a random act of violence. His father sold drugs to an undercover cop to a New York City police officer, and he gave the cop information, Deal alleged in the documentary. His father was killed because he was ratting them out. Patterson claimed that Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, inherited money after her husband's death, which allowed her and her kids to move to a nicer neighborhood in Mount Vernon. I look at him like, oh my god, this guy is different, Patterson said, reflecting on a photo of himself and Diddy as kids. He's the one in the hat. You can see he has jewelry on, he has rings on, he has bracelets on. This is a 4-year-old in a 30-year-old's wardrobe. Rich Parker, another friend, recalled Diddy always being dressed to the nines, even as a kid. He was part of a dance and fashion crew called 7 Up Crew, he explained. Those people would go throughout New York City, battle people in dancing, fashion. He also was one of the first kids I knew that had like a Gucci watch. Lee Davis said that he met Diddy in Little League but knew he went to private school. He had all the best of everything. Patterson explained, this kid is rich. He was looked at as the rich kid. And then it talks about him getting bullied. According to Patterson, Diddy's wealth made him a target of grade school bullies. Sean was the different kid, he alleged. Sean was the kid that people could smell was not tough. Sean was always bullied. Gene Deal claimed that Diddy initially had a hard time fitting in and was roughed up by guys from his same gang crew who didn't like that the young Combs wasn't from Harlem. After that incident, however, Deal noted Puff was in the same gang, his mom's parties. As an adult, Diddy gained a reputation for throwing wild, lavish parties, and Patterson believes he inherited that trait from Janice. Because Sean had no dad, all he had was his mom. Sean's house, our house, there was always things going on, Patterson claimed. On the weekend, you partied in the house and we did that a lot. He was around all type of alcohol. He was around reefer smoke. He was around drug addicts, around lesbians. He was around pimps and pushers. That was just who was in our house. I mean, I'm not surprised that this is coming out. Do you guys remember when him and his mom were literally kissing on the lips? And rightfully so, people went bonkers about it. It's disgusting. And I don't want to hear anyone hitting me with it's just a peck, it's just a mother showing love to their son. No, no, no. This is not normal at all.
I love you. I love you too.
Patterson went on to allege that it wasn't difficult to find people hooking up in the home. At night, it wouldn't be a thing to mistakenly walk into one of the bedrooms and you got a couple in there butt naked, he claimed. That's what we were privy to. This is what we were fed. Was it desensitizing to us? I'm sure it was. Were we aware of it? No. That was just Saturday night. Davis, for his part, said he never attended a party hosted by Janice but heard stories about them. She had like a little crew of chicks that would come around and she made sure everybody was comfortable, he recalled. revealed. So guys, this is all the insider details that are being reported on the documentary as of right now. I'm definitely going to be tuning into it as soon as it comes out, which is today again. I'm sure a lot of you also can't wait to watch the whole thing. It is around 90 minutes, so about an hour and a half. But regarding the Peacock documentary, the producer Ari Mark said, "I think this is a story that's touched most of us in a lot of different types of ways. The fact that we've got these brave people to come forward and to say the things that are really hard for them to say, I hope audiences can look at that, look at their faces, hear their voices, and realize that in some ways this is a shared trauma." So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below, everything that was revealed in the documentary. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.